Hi, I'm Chad Huebener.
And I'm Sara Huebener with Edina Realty. Now that the spring market is officially here, we are going to be talking about some things that we don't have to discuss in all seasons when it comes time to getting your home prepared to sell and when you're on the market. Now in the winter months, primarily the focus is on the interior of the home, but in the spring and summer, buyers are also walking the perimeter of the property and are looking at the outside too. And without having that cover of snow to hide the landscape and the garden, it's important to pay a little bit of attention to what's on the outside of the home as well.
So I guess the first thing we can start at is the lawn itself, and obviously we're in kind of the start of spring going into summer, and what pops up are dandelions. So you see them all over the place, and you mow them down one day, they're up the next day. So I think that's the first thing you need to focus on is treating the yard with fertilizer, and that kind of starts in the fall. But if you're looking to do it for the first time, is really getting on that in the spring, because those do multiply and come back very frequently. So that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And then even if you're moving later in the summer, start a program right now where it has several fertilizations through the spring and the summer to maintain that lawn, because it can get away from you a little bit. And it really goes a long way when buyers are looking at a home and there's a lot of weeds. This is an extra project that they just may not want to handle, so it's good to spruce up right away.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too to keep in mind, especially if you are an absentee seller, whether you're out of state or even just down the street, making sure that somebody is there and regularly mowing the property on a weekly basis. A lot of times we'll go to a property where the home is vacant and the lawn and the weeds are very tall, and it's important to have the impression to buyers that somebody is really keeping an eye on the property and cares enough to give it some light general maintenance.
And I think another couple tips that you would want to work on as well is fresh mulch in the spring. It's kind of just line that around the house where needed. I'll let you talk about this maybe more, but perennials and annuals, I'm not the flower guy, but that's something that really spruce up the property.
Yeah, and you don't have to do a lot with that. Even if you have a townhouse, just a simple flower pot on a patio table somewhere or right at the front door is really all you need. You don't have to go overboard with that. I think the most important thing really is the lawn, and like Chad said, even that fresh mulch gives a fresh, brighter look to everything.
Yeah. And another question that we get too is about driveways, making sure that driveway's in good condition. And sometimes all it'll take is just a seal coat in the spring. And that, especially if you're selling, if you want a seal coat right before you put the house on the market, that really makes the house pop. If you have the grass right, and some mulch and some really basic things that you can do to spruce up the outside of the house.
And while we're talking about the driveway, I'll just quickly touch on the apron. If you see that big sinking difference between the garage floor and the start of the driveway, right where the garage floor and the driveway meet, if you've got a difference and it's almost like a step getting into the garage, it is definitely time to have the apron replaced. And that's something that can usually be done for under $2,000, sometimes even
less, depending on
far
if you're
less than that if you have a two-stall garage. So that is something from a maintenance standpoint that would be very important. So it's easy to often overlook the exterior, but remember, especially this time of year, buyers are looking at the exterior, and now that the rates are a little higher, they are becoming a little more particular and they're taking their time more. So those are just some simple things to take a look at in the warmer months. If we can answer any questions for you, give us a call anytime, and thanks for watching our video. Have a great day.